really excited to roll out our new campaign called Meet St. Tammany. And in this segment, we're going to introduce you to St. Tammany Parish business owners that have grown and scaled their business, the ones that are making a true impact. And if you want to grow your business in 2026 and beyond, we highly recommend you tune in to learn from these great business owners who have made a huge impact on our community so that you can learn how to make one as well. So subscribe to this channel to learn from the great businesses of St. Tammany Parish. We had Brett and the great people at Tour de Lis on our podcast again, and this year they talked about how the 2026 event is going to take us to the next level. If you're interested in being active but also learning how you can stay healthy as a person that lives in St. Tammany Parish, this is the event you want to go to. There's going to be a bike ride. It can be from 10, 20, 30, I think even 40 miles if you're interested. And afterwards, there's a kid-friendly health fair so you can check on the general health of your person and your friends and your family that attend with you and make sure that you stay healthy in 2026. Tune in.
All right, guys, welcome to Meet St. Tammany, our podcast where we talk about what St. Tammany Parish is and the great people who support our community. So we're really excited to have a conversation with you guys today.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks for having us, Sharon.
Yeah, you got it. And y'all are with the Tour de Lis event that's going to be happening on March 28th in St. Tammany Parish in Mandeville, right at the Fontainebleau State Park. So, Brett's been talking about this event for a long time. Me and Brett have been friends for several years now, done a lot of work together, and he is hugely passionate behind this event. So when he reached out and said, I want to talk about it more, we're opening our doors so we can talk more about it. The goal is to get people to understand what the event is, how you're adding value to St. Tammany Parish, and how people can get involved. And so let's just kind of start with a basic 101. You're the director of the event. Let's talk about what the event is and how the entire organization came to do business.
The birth of the event, which I should say the rebirth, because this was an event owned by Carol and Harold Asher in 2012. And they formed the ride for their nephew who had a rare form of brain cancer, and he was diagnosed maybe at 30. Gotcha. So they did it for 5 years, and then they turned it over to the Cancer Association of Louisiana. We rebirthed the event in conjunction with the opening of Asher St. Tammany Cancer Center,
Gotcha.
which opened in 2020.
Gotcha.
So we kind of had to postpone that race in 2020. We ended up doing a small abridged version of it that went from Dixie Beer to the old Dixie Beer, just to highlight they had a great big space that was outside where people could sit 6 feet apart. And so we did the bike ride. Then it was not well attended, but we kept it alive. Yeah. And then the next year, the maiden voyage happened in 2021.
If you talk about from beer to beer, on a bike, on foot, whatever it is, you're going to at least have somebody in Louisiana show up, COVID or not. So good move. But the race has expanded, right? I mean, it's now moved to Fontainebleau State Park. So it's a bigger deal.
It's a much bigger deal. And it's not only the bike ride, it's also a medical fair that we work with doing healthcare screenings, skin cancer screenings. We're going to have the Breathe Well CT scan mobile unit come out, which is the first mobile unit doing lung screenings.
Oh, sure.
And then we have the Be Well bus.
Gotcha.
That comes out every year, and that's a breast cancer diagnosis bus.
So the event started out as an awareness for brain cancer, raising money for people in that community, right?
And now it's all cancer.
Now it's spread to making sure that people stay healthy. And, to kind of connect the dots, I actually had a conversation with a guy at an event, a nonprofit event the other day, and he asked me, why do you give your hard-earned dollars away every year to so many nonprofits and charities? And, there's national organizations, there's worldwide organizations. We're very intentional about supporting the nonprofits in our community because they make our community a better place. I have goals and aspirations for my family. My business has goals and aspirations for what we want to accomplish. All of that is local to St. Tammany Parish and the surrounding communities. And in order for us to have the ability to do that and make that impact, our community has to continue to grow. And one of the main things that we have to do, and I think that we do a really good job in St. Tammany Parish about, is being healthy or trying to strive to continue to be healthier people. And this type of health fair that y'all are offering allows people to do that, right? And I've had thoughts myself of putting on an event where people can come and dabble in different ways of checking to make sure that you're remaining healthy. A lot of people don't realize that there are so many opportunities for you to catch things ahead of time.
Yeah. No, early diagnosis leads to curative.
Yeah, and Brett has a testimony to it. And so why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a stigmatism of, especially amongst men, out of sight, out of mind. Don't go to the doctor and stuff. But it's
Fun mentality.
Yeah, but it's very important for people to go get diagnosed, get your blood work done, go get things checked out. Your body's not feeling right, and you can help save your life and save you tons of money down the line too. So, but yeah, no, I have a very special reason why I'm involved in the event, because whenever they did the reboot year in 2021, my uncle had just got diagnosed with lung cancer. So my aunt got involved in the ride and invited my mom to go ride with her, and my mom was like, "Oh no, I don't want to go ride 20 miles on a bike. I'm out of shape done with this stuff at 7 a.m. And my aunt's like, "Okay, we'll just come." And she's like, "Okay, well, call me in the morning." Called her in the morning, and my aunt gets there, and my mom's like, "Okay, great, I'll get up and go," reluctantly. She really didn't want to go. Goes and does the bike ride and goes afterwards. She goes, "Well, I'm here now, so might as well get my skin cancer screening." So she gets the screening, and the doctor goes, "You need to call us first thing Monday." And my mom didn't call, and the doctor called her Monday afternoon saying, "Hey, why didn't you call us?" And she goes, "Oh, I've been busy with meetings." She goes, "Cancel your meetings, get here at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, bro." We saw a spot, took a biopsy, had it cut out by the end of the week, and since then she goes every 3 or 4 months.
Wow.
And has had countless spots cut out all across her body for pre-melanoma. So if she didn't go that day and she was thinking about skipping it, life would be different, right?
Yeah.
Because melanoma spreads rapidly, and that event saved her life, so that's why I'm so passionate about it. And I think it could, yes, the goal is to raise money for other people, but also if we can save one person's life, that's great.
Yeah.
That's what makes me so passionate.
Yeah. And it could be your mom.
Yeah.
Or your brother, your sister, your wife, your kids, whatever your husband, whoever it is. So, so tell me what, you kind of touched on it. So let's I want to name all the different types of screens y'all are going to have there. So you have the same
Still
thing.
adding them on.
Okay.
By the way.
And so I want to make that point too. While we're going to list the names of the ones that you have there are other opportunities for other vendors to show up and also offer the same service and tell people about their business too. So let's start with what y'all have committed to right now.
Okay, so we have colorectal screening, which will probably be a postcard. I don't know if you're aware of how this all goes down, but we want to cover all the cancer.
I'll do it.
Skin cancer. Yeah, you just get an envelope and a postcard. You can figure it out. But so we have the skin cancer. We have the sports injuries, which brings the Doppler out there and diagnosed my knee. I thought I needed a knee replacement. And the very next year, they did it again and said, "You have cartilage." I said, "Great."
That's all.
So I didn't have to get the replacement. We have other therapists that are coming out for lymphatic, lymphedema.
Okay.
And she is a specialist in, she teaches them exercises they can do.
Cool.
And her last name is Calais, Jim Calais. You may know her.
Okay.
I'm not positive, but then we have Jimmy. Who am I forgetting? We have head and neck screenings coming out.
We've had about 2 new ones this year, so it's our footprint's expanding relative to the service that we can provide.
And these businesses are coming there. It's the business owners that are coming and offering these screenings, hopefully, helping people stay safe and healthy, but also being able to market their services and tell where they are and let people know that they're out there doing that. And just to kind of piggyback on all that too, as a business owner, if you're in that world and you want to come offer your services to people, there will be marketing opportunities while you're there, right? Have signage there and all that kind of stuff, but also let us media, the people who put on the podcast are going to be there to record the event and make sure that there's public.
Which they did a great job last year, so we're really excited about that this year.
For sure, we're excited to be back. So that's I think a part of the event. There's also a whole group of people in this community that likes to go out and run and be outside and obviously ride bikes. I have a friend of mine the other day who we were having dinner at his house, drinking a couple glasses of wine. We had a game night, so we had gumbo and all kind of wild game. And we were all about to leave, and he put on his running shoes, and he was running out going to Bogafly for a midnight run. After all that, I'm like, there's a whole group of people. I'm a weightlifting guy. I do not like doing cardio, so I'm excited to hear what your background and story, because these races are a whole craze of people who love to be outside and just go run and take on a challenge, lean into something hard. So the medical screening is important, but also just the physical aspect of being outside and being a part of a community is also cool too. So tell us about the actual race this year.
So to piggyback on some of the things Mary said, the race started back in 20. You had a kind of a kickoff year. It started as a loosely organized ride, trying to get people together, raise some money. Now, we didn't get too much into to CALA and what they are and represent, but CALA, Cancer Association of Louisiana, raises money for people that need help when they run through chemotherapy. Okay. And so I think about 85 cents of every dollar goes back to the patient. It's very important to recognize that. So the race was started an outfit to help fund that, give them gas cards, bring out meals, give them access to healthy food, but things that when they're in trouble.
Anything that obstructs your treatment, whether it be surgical, radiation, or chemotherapy, and it stays in Louisiana.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's a little bit bigger a footprint than it is just the North Shore, but everyone here on the North Shore that's going to St. Tammany Cancer Center is eligible for all of our programs.
Very cool.
So
so we started, the race, and we had 7,500 people, and then we morphed into a bigger experience, and certainly with the pivot towards community-based screenings, supporting the other riders and St. Tammany Parish. Mm-hmm. So last year, 2 years ago, we had about 250 riders. So we went from probably 125 the year before to 50. Last year, we had goals of 350 riders. Of course, a week before the event, they posted the torrential rain.
People died.
And then all of a sudden the sign-up stopped. And we were on track to really hit that number. So we were really, really happy with it.
On track to hit at least 300.
Yeah. So we pivoted from just a little community-based ride to more of an event, bring out the families and expand that to again, broaden it to bring an opportunity for those to come out and just have a good day.
Yeah.
And also to
and we welcome children out there.
Yeah.
We encourage it.
Yeah, I've gone out there last year. I went out last year and just kind of spent a few minutes out there and brought my kids. And I mean, the park's great in general, just to go have fun with your kids out of the park. But to get to go and enjoy the environment and then maybe get to go on a bike ride is important too. So
So you can bite up what you want, right? We have 10, 22, 42, and 62 mile rides.
62 miles. Yeah. Okay, are you a bike rider?
Not for that long. No, I'm casual between the Dixie Brewery ride.
Yeah, I got
25 miles. That's kind of it. But the way we set it up is, again, you ride the trace. We like to keep people on the trace as much as possible. So when you get to the 42 or the 62 mile rides, you really get off there and get to see a lot of the St. Tammany countryside. So the longer routes were designed by some hardcore riders, some folks that work for Trek, and one of the guys that actually works with the Tour de Lis team.
Okay.
So he lived right there and he helped us design the ride. So we got a lot of great feedback from the riders over the past couple of years about the route. We keep them the same. You can download the routes on your Strava app, right? So you can look at it, see where it is and where you are at all times. And again, it's designed for those that the 25s and the 12s, they have a lot of fun. It's not a race or anything like that, but you get to see a lot of community. You get to come back and enjoy a great time, and so we're very excited about that. And hopefully, like I said, we had our goal of 350 rides this year, and it's a fun event. Safety's first. We have St. Tammany police are out there part of the route, making sure that we be safe. So yeah, we've morphed in going from a small little combo bike ride to a really fun event, and we think that St. Tammany, the folks at St. Tammany Parish, we love to come out there and participate, even if they're not riders, for sure, they can come out and enjoy the event.
How long you get ride?
The 1 year I rode before I got on the committee was 25 miles, and we were able to do that and knock that out pretty easily in about 2 hours. So we kept that as a casual pace. I would ride, but there's a lot of work that we have to do. We're needed at the site, and if I rode, I can't do both.
Yeah, right. So I get it.
I got to help keep the operation running here. But
well, maybe afterward I'll just get on a little motorbike and I'll follow you so you can get your workout.
Perfect. Exactly.
I'd hate for you not to get your 30, 40 miles.
Of course, yeah. We can work on something for that second event.
So as y'all are getting geared up for the event, like right now, y'all are looking for sponsors right now, right?
Looking for sponsors.
So tell me about the sponsorship opportunities.
Cliff is going to give the sponsorship information.
Okay. Mr. Cliff, why don't you tell us about the sponsorship opportunities you have?
Well, there's several different levels of sponsorship. We have the presenting sponsor, which is $20,000. They get the highest level. They get jersey, T-shirts, banners, and stuff at the event. They get a team of 12 people that can ride. They have the VIP lounge with running rights. Then we have the platinum sponsor, $10,000. Same things. They're going to have a team of 10 riders. Product placement throughout the site. Gold sponsor is $5,000. T-shirt, banner, sign is at the event because they will be on all of that. Comp tickets for 8 riders. Silver sponsor, $2,500. They had a comp team of 6 with, of course, print, everything that we have in print. And the bronze sponsor is $1,500. Same thing, they get full riders. The main thing is that if you want to participate, we're getting ready to roll out the advertising. And the first thing that's going to happen is going to be the Edge of the Lake that's coming out probably in the next month or two. And so, if you want to be one of the sponsors, we want you to get the biggest bang for your buck. So the more you get, the sooner you respond to us, the sooner we can get you placement, get your ads, get your logos, all of that stuff, and all of the materials.
Yeah, and Sarah and them do a great job at Edge of the Lake to promote across St. Tammany Parish too. So
Right,
great
right.
magazine for you to be a part of. And so, what about you? What made you decide you want to be a part of this organization? You got your hands in a lot of things, and you got to be particular about which events you're going to be supporting. So, what made you support this event so much?
Well, the Tourist Commission I do a lot of work with, and they put me in touch with Mary to help them get some support on the North Shore, since it is now becoming more of a North Shore event since we're in Fontainebleau State Park. So because, as you know, I'm always involved in something on the North Shore, they call me, and I agreed to help them and work with them, and I knew Sarah also and the Edge of the Lake, and we go on the radio monthly. I'm on the lake talking about something, and I, do the St. Tammany Spotlight shot. We've already got one set up for Brett. He's going to be on next month.
Yeah.
He's going to be on St. Tammany Spotlight. Then along with that, I will be contacting my contacts at the local stations like WWL, WDSU, all of those, and get on the morning shows and talk about this and spread the word.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Cliff did an excellent job of helping us kind of move into a better marketing phase last year. I mean, we were on Fox, I think, Marion. We're on Channel 4. Someone maybe on WDSU, and then I was on, the other programming, and then a couple of radio stations. So his work has really helped us, promote this event, get a wider outreach, and we've gotten a lot of good feedback.
Yeah. So let's wrap this up with just kind of figuring what is the goal of the organization, right? Anybody can kind of answer this. I know right now this event is a priority. You want to make sure that people come and they ride, 350 people at least. You want to come ride, you're looking for sponsors, great marketing opportunities for you, a way to connect. You want people in the community to come, even if you're not riding, just to come and get your health screened, be a part of the event, make sure that you're healthy, keep St. Tammany Parish moving in the right direction. But the bigger picture, right? Like what does this event look like going forward?
So this event is a ride for those who can. So this is for a memorial of somebody who passed away to cancer or somebody currently fighting cancer. So this event is really a tribute to them as well. Meanwhile, helping to raise funds to help save other people who are fighting cancer, help ease that burden.
To remove the obstacles impeding getting medical care, which is big in Louisiana because we're so rural. And if you can't get a patient to treatment, how does that patient survive? Even the CT bus that's coming out had their first diagnosis, a 75-year-old woman, and we're now trying to create a grant because she has no one. And they can't release you without a home healthcare person that's going to stay with that person while they're in treatment. So we're currently trying to write a grant that will pay for that.
Help and slay.
So whatever comes our way, we try and take it head on and figure a solution out.
For sure.
But we need the funds to do it, and grants are drying up. Anyone in the grant business knows they're hard to come by.
For sure.
So we took to special events to raise the dollars.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, and it could save your life too.
Yeah. So this year, money raised. I heard your sponsorship dollars. You're saying 80% of it, 85% of it goes back to the charity. Obviously, if you're riding in the race, you got to give your money to support it, right? So what's your annual goal for us this year?
But let me tell you this, 85 cents of every dollar that we raise goes to the patient.
Yeah.
So it goes to our patient services program that either provides gas cards. I just want to clarify that. Our goal is to raise 100,000.
There you go. Okay, very good. $100,000 goal. Well, let's help y'all do that. So if somebody wants to find out more about the event, obviously, y'all are going to be tagged in all these videos, so I can reach out to you guys directly. But if they want to sign up or they want to become a sponsor, who do they need to reach out to?
Well, it would be me. If via email, that would be mfontana, Fontana,
Okay.
at cagno, cagno.org.
Okay, cool.
Or via phone number 504-669-3238.
Cool. We'll put all that in the show notes.
Or they can go to our website, www.tourdelysla.org.
Cool. Very good.
Yeah, they want to help contribute and help support our page by sharing all our social media posts. And also, if you want to ride and do crowdfunding, we're going to have that option this year too.
Okay.
So we can help raise a little bit more money, and we have raffles and all sorts of donated items up for raffles. I thought that too. Cool.
Very good. Family friendly event. Come ride a bike. It's going to be a great race. You can see the Tammany Parish countryside if you want to take the long 30, 60, whatever miles and ride. But otherwise, it's going to be fun to have kids out there and just spend time making sure that your health screens are all in check. So thanks for coming on, guys. In this
Thanks for having us, Sharon. Appreciate it.